other things applicable to innovation. We all know how cumbersome it is for you to sit back, for you to go and rebrand, for you to go and innovate. Unlike brand consistency, which is confident for you to carry out. Ladies and gentlemen, with this point of mine, I'm able to tell you that brand consistency is preferably better and important than innovation. Secondly, on the aspect of recognition, one of the things that customers should build about brand is recognition. More specifically, easier brand recognition. We all know very well that it is very easy to recognize a brand that has consistency. Brands that are consistently updated, both in features, qualities, aesthetics, in all ramifications of the brand because of consistency. It is very easy for customers to recognize, have that brand recognition, have that instant familiarity towards a brand, have that constant recognition towards a brand whenever you come across it because of that consistency that it has, which has to do with brand consistency. But in the aspect of innovation, it is very hard for customers or the public or target audience to recognize brand that has been innovated. Innovation, I mean, is bringing a new introduction, that is an abrupt newness of a brand. It is very hard for customers to recognize brand that has been innovated, which is to tell you that on this point, that brand consistency is more preferably important and better than innovation because of recognition sake on the aspect of the public and target audience. I come again with this point of mine. Ladies and gentlemen, thirdly is on the aspect of attraction and interest. Ladies and gentlemen of public relations, we all are very conversant with the fact that brands that are consistently updated, brands that has consistency in it, that have that fashionable, that trend, that current trend that resonates with contemporary things, which is consistency, that is something like brand is consistently updated and upgraded. Customers tend to have interest and attraction towards it because it is consistently updated and upgraded. It has that flexibility resonating with current trends. So customers tend to have that interest and attraction towards brand which has consistency in it. It makes them to patronize. Unlike brand innovation, when you go back to innovate a new brand, it makes customers to lose interest and attraction. Do you know the reason? Because it will be very hard for consumers or customers to confide in new innovative products which they are not too familiar or conversant with. It is very hard for them to have attraction or interest towards these products or brands that are being innovated because of the products must have some outrageous presence. You know, when you are very familiar with the product, when you are very familiar with the product that has consistency, you build self-confidence. It helps build loyalty and customer trust towards the product. But for brands that are being innovated, that is new brands, it makes customers to lose interest and attraction towards it, unlike brand consistency. Ladies and gentlemen, innovated, that is new brands, it makes customers to lose interest and attraction towards it, unlike brand consistency. Ladies and gentlemen, I come again with this point of mine. So, the first point of mine is all about retaining and regaining dominance, relevance, market value in the market amongst competitors and your rivals. We all know about the concept of USP, unique selling point, and UVP, unique value proposition. Ladies and gentlemen, on this point of mine, I want to tell you that brand consistency is preferably better and important than innovation on this point of mine. By telling you that brand consistency helps to build relevance, dominance. It helps products to have that viability in the market presence. It makes you to distinctly stand out amongst your competitors and rivals. When you are consistently putting up new features, when you are applying the strategy of brand consistency to your brand, it makes you to retain relevance, dominance, market value in the market, unlike your competitors. And this is contrary to innovation. It's not easy for you to retain relevance and dominance when you are innovating a new product, because brands that has consistency have already regained and retained that market dominance, that market relevance, and market value in the market in the marketplace towards the target audience and amongst the rivals and competitors. Ladies and gentlemen, I come again with another point of mine. This time around, it's all about time consuming. Time consuming. Ladies and gentlemen, it is very obvious and universally acceptable, which we all here are very conversant with, that brand innovation has to do with time consuming. You have to go back, brainstorm, re-strategize, rethink, contemplate. It takes a lot of tedious time. It is very stressful, time consuming for you to engage or indulge yourself in brand innovation. But on the aspect of brand consistency, it is less stressful, it is not time consuming. What you want to do is just frequently adding new distinctive features to distinguish it in the market, consistently adding some kind of impressive and outstanding features and qualities to the product to make it stand out. All these are easily tenable with brand consistency instead of innovation. Lastly, with this point of mine is cost effective. Ladies and gentlemen, we all here in the nation, we know how cumbersome it is to embark on a brand innovation because of the exorbitant price things. Not only that, inflation is invading the economy. So it requires a lot of finance, a lot of money to innovate, sustain an innovated brand. So for you to innovate a brand, you know revenue required. You might not be able to raise such money, such finance, or sustain innovation, unlike on the aspect of brand consistency, which is less expensive, which is less costly, which is very, very